Hello and welcome to another exciting and interesting live broadcast. Now, the last time we did a live broadcast to you, we were actually talking to you live from an 18th century abandoned and derelict mansion, and needless to say, it was to the point where the scaffolding was literally just about holding it up. It was completely empty, but it was such a lovely mansion to be in. Now, today we're in somewhere slightly different. Today we're broadcasting to you live from an abandoned factory. This factory is known as DBM Machinery Factory, just outside Birmingham, just a couple of miles away. Now, I don't really know much about this factory. It must be quite a recent factory because it's quite up to date in the sense that it's built with fairly recent materials. However, there is some really old things about this factory. Just to my right hand side and to your left, in the building next door, is an old chimney stack. And beneath that chimney stack is an old machine which looks like some kind of pulley or some kind of machine that was used to drive something. Whatever it was quite big. Now you can see where I'm actually standing right now is the biggest and largest part of this factory. It is absolutely enormous. In fact, it's the size of a hangar. And if I stand to the side, you can see just how big this factory is. Now in the far corner there, just over that way, is where the staff would have been. Their staff rooms, the toilets, a couple of offices. There's a couple of flights of stairs, and in fact, as you go upstairs into the top rooms, that's where the most damage is. In fact, there was a recent fire here. It still smells quite burnt and quite charcoaly, which gives the impression that the fire was actually quite recent. It was quite a big fire and it's demolished most of the upstairs rooms. However, as you go outside and into the next building, that's the oldest part of the factory. The tiles are still in place in the wall. The actual main part of the factory where the workers would have been, it's actually quite, you can tell that it was the main area in which the factory was working. Now, as we go next door, there isn't really many things in the sense of artifacts. However, there's a couple of interesting things that are still there. There's an old control room which has got control panels with buttons and switches which obviously control the electricity, the machinery, the pulleys. There's a lift next door, still in the shaft, on the bottom floor, and there's also a pair of boots, and these boots are really, really old, which suggests that whoever wore them simply left them behind. Apart from that, that's all I know really. Now I know that next door to this part, in conjunction with this part of the factory, there's a recycle plant, and on average there would have been 5,000 tons of recyclable products brought to that part of the factory. Bottle tops strewn all over the floor. There's plastic bags, there's plastic bottles, there's old cans, old aluminium cans, the old Coca-Cola and Pepsi cans are still on the floor. It is a wonderful and an amazing place to be, and this part of the building has to be the most fascinating part. It really is absolutely enormous. And if I tilt, or if I just move to the side, and if I just give you an idea, if I just pan around, you can see just how big this place is. It is enormous. Absolutely enormous. It's huge. So there we have it, DBM factory just outside of Birmingham. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you've enjoyed this live broadcast, and I hope to speak to you very soon. Until the next time, until we bring you more faces and images of the past. Till next time.